So you got follow botted on Twitch. What do you do? My name's Alex. Some who are familiar with my Twitch stream call me McQueeb. You can catch me over there at twitch.tv/McQueeb. That's MCQUEEB. I see this question come up a lot on Reddit and Twitter, and I figured I'd make a small PSA video to help people through this pretty stressful situation. Firstly, I think it's important to know exactly what follow botting is. It does pretty much what's implied by its name. It's the act of having bots follow a Twitch account. It's pretty bad for a number of reasons. It's against Twitch terms of service. It can cause a pretty stressful situation for the streamer involved. It screws up any metrics for that particular channel, making any usable data kind of useless about growth and what works for streams. And it can also look bad for potential PR agencies or companies that you're trying to work with, whether you're trying to secure an early copy of a game or work on some brand deals. I've personally been the target of follow botting. When I started streaming in July of last year, someone in my Minecraft community thought it would be hilarious to have a bunch of bots follow my channel. In the space of about 3 streams, I went from a couple of hundred followers to almost 5,000. At the time it was happening, it turned my stream from its regular calm atmosphere to something very overwhelming and chaotic. And that's one of the reasons I'm making this video today. It's to help people who've recently been through this, and at least hopefully make people aware that it's a possible thing that can happen, and how best to prepare if it does. Before we get started, you should know that Twitch will not take action against your channel if you're not responsible for the botting. They literally state this on a page they call How to Handle Viewership Botting and Fake Engagement. Knowing this fact makes dealing with it later so much easier to deal with. I will link the specific article in the comment box below. So, what should you do if you get follow botted? The very first thing you should do is not panic. I know that's easier said than done, but all panicking does is encourage the person harassing you to continue doing bad things. Try to remain calm and remain civil. Second, put the chat in follower-only mode. This is to reduce spam from the bots that follow your channel. You can even set the threshold for this to before you were botted. So for example, if you just got botted, setting the threshold to 1 hour means that people who were following your channel up until that point can continue to chat as normal. Now keep in mind, you'll only want to do this temporarily so that operation can resume to normal once things have died down a little bit. I'll put a link to some of the moderation commands down below as well. Thirdly, you'll want to clip the moment you first realized you were being follow botted. This may provide valuable evidence for Twitch in determining who's responsible. In fact, it may pay to highlight the entire stream for that specific purpose. Lastly, once the stream's concluded, report the incident to Twitch. Let them know exactly how the event unfolded and provide any evidence of the incident that you can. Reporting also shows that you're doing your due diligence, and that by trying to assist, it adds credence to the fact that you weren't the one responsible. At the time I was botted, the person who I believe was responsible made themselves known by goading me in chat and relishing in my panic. I banned that person and I included their name along with my report and a few screenshots of their comments as well. And that's essentially it. Don't be surprised if Twitch takes a very long time to respond to your ticket. In fact, you may not hear back from them at all. This is normal. Twitch is a very large company, and I'm sure they're dealing with hundreds of reports on a daily basis. In my case, it took 4 days for Twitch to squash the majority of accounts and about 2.5 months to squish the remainder. I'm guessing they have some algorithms in place to help determine which accounts are fake, but sometimes manual intervention is probably required. So what can you do to get prepared for an event like this? Well, realistically, not much. Just knowing that it is a possibility is a pretty huge deal, and knowing that the fact that Twitch is not going to punish you for any event that you weren't in control of is also really helpful. I also think having some quick thinking mods are going to be really useful. People who are on standby ready to help you out in a moment's notice. In that regard, massive shout out to my good friend Jermaze for walking me through my ordeal back in 2019. Johnny on the spot, good to have you, man. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. If you have more tips for people going through this, please leave them down in the comments. If we get enough to warrant a companion video to go along with this one, I'll happily make one. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/McQueeb, that's MCQUEEB, and my other social links will be on screen. Remember folks, stay home, stay safe, and be good to each other. I'll see you next video.